And the winner of a new release date in 2020 goes to Mulan. What's going on, you guys? James here with some breaking news, and yes, we're getting right into Mulan going to Disney Plus officially. Whoa. Now guys, before we get into any of this, if it's your first time here at the channel, welcome to Real James, where I talk about movies, TV, and news just like this. So if you like everything you're hearing and seeing, go ahead and hit the big red button below and subscribe to the channel and tap on that bell as well, just to stay up to date with anything new just like this. And don't forget to smash that like button because it does a ton to help this video, and get loud in the comments below, you guys, and let me know what you think of this breaking news. Are you happy with Mulan going to Disney Plus, or would you have rather waited for it to get into theaters? Alrighty, well, let's get right into the news, you guys. The Verge reports that according to an earnings call with Disney, Mulan is heading straight to Disney Plus, but it isn't for free. According to The Verge, they write, Disney's live-action adaptation of Mulan will be released on Disney Plus on September 4th for $29.99. Immediately, seeing that one line, I think to myself, okay, this is new. This means that Disney Plus is going to be a platform to host premium video on demand movies. But we'll get into that in a little bit. Let's keep going down the article and get to a quote that I found interesting. A Disney executive says, and I quote, "We thought it was important to find alternative ways to bring Mulan in a timely manner. In countries where Disney Plus is not available," the article says, "Disney is releasing Mulan in theaters on the same date." Okay guys, this opens up for a lot of discussion, but let's get right back to where we started with Mulan going to Disney Plus for $29.99. That's $30, guys. That's much higher than we've been seeing with rental prices for PVOD movies. Like Trolls World Tour, I think, was only $20, so seeing this price jump is a little interesting. However, it does state it's $29.99, not necessarily for rental, so this sounds like a purchase price. And what's even crazier is just last month we heard Mulan was being delayed indefinitely, which of course meant it was taken off of Disney's release calendar, just like Tenet was last month as well. However, it seems more and more likely that the reason it was taken off indefinitely is because they didn't have a concrete plan, and the fact that it's going to Disney Plus means that maybe they didn't find a perfect time to drop this movie. I mean, you gotta imagine Black Widow, all the MCU movies going out next year, a ton of delayed content from Warner Brothers. I mean, all of these movies are gonna kind of sandwich together, and some of them are gonna have to go straight to video on demand. Now, if you're asking me, are you happy about this move? It's an interesting one. To be honest with you, I'm not entirely upset because it'll still give people the chance to see the film. However, Mulan is looking like it needs to be watched in theaters. I mean, look how big the film looks. It's going to be a different experience at home anyway, but the fact that that second quote that we read, that it's being released in theaters, I guess where it can open, on the same day? Interesting. Okay, so there was this report with AMC and Universal, not even like, what, a week and a half ago, where they came to an agreement that we're going to give you basically 2.5, 3 weeks for your movie to stay in theaters, but then we're going to push it out digitally after that. So the window for theatrical and digital release has now officially shrunk when you think about it, because all these studios are going to pretty much adapt the same tactic. Now with Disney giving a same day release on digital and in select theaters, that's going to spark some discussion and debate between those who want to see movie theaters live and those who kind of want to just watch movies at home. Personally, I fall on the side where I want to see movie theaters live, so this is a huge blow to the movie theater experience. And you have to imagine this move was prompted by that weird release date for Tenet, where it's going to be in theaters in August, at the end of August at least, and then Labor Day weekend it's going to be in select theaters in the US where it can safely open. Now, this is all very odd for the movie goer. I mean, you have to imagine that you want to see Tenet and Mulan in theaters, but if it's not safe, you're going to want alternative ways to view it. And it sounds like Disney is going to release this internationally as well. There was no specifics detailed in the Verge article, but to me it does sound like they're going to allow this to open internationally just like Tenet, because they want to compete with Warner Brothers. So you start to get down to the business side of things, right? But speaking as a pure movie fan, this is going to hurt theaters. I mean, this is going to really hurt theaters, especially in states like Florida, Texas, Georgia. I mean, those hotbed states for COVID-19 where theaters are not opening up. this is gonna really be difficult. They're not gonna get a lot of box office revenue, I think, because it still is too early to open up movie theaters. And the fact that it's going to Disney Plus for $30, that's not gonna attract a lot of people either. However, if you really want to see Mulan, you're watching it on Disney Plus. And like I mentioned earlier in this video, guys, I do think that Mulan going to Disney Plus for $30 is opening up a brand new form of Disney Plus that we've never seen. It's introducing to us the possibility of premium video on demand services being afforded to customers on Disney Plus. So is it going to be Disney Plus Plus? Nah, who knows? Yes, if you of course paid for it for the year, that's fine, but there are going to be add-ons, and that's so weird, right? It's so odd that Disney Plus is going to have add-ons. So you already pay, let's say, the monthly fee, but then you have to pay $30 more to watch Mulan. That's going to be a tough sell for some consumers. However, for Disney purists, they're going to pay that $30. And honestly, this is an incredibly shocking move because there's a domino effect going on during these weird COVID times where one studio does something and the other reacts. There's not one leader, I would say, because everyone's release dates are shifting. But the fact that we're getting Mulan now on September 4th on PVOD on Disney Plus, so it's again an add-on, and it's also being released in theaters at the same time, I guess, where it can open safely. It's a game changer, guys. I can start to see a lot of studios do the same thing if it means they can get some revenue during these weird times. If you've lost track of when Mulan was supposed to release, guys, I got you covered. So it was supposed to be released on March 27th. Then it got pushed to July 24th and delayed one more time to August 21st. And of course, it got delayed indefinitely until just now. We're getting it on September 4th for $30. It's going to be weird, guys. I think that for movie theaters, this is going to hurt the movie theater experience because you have to imagine there are going to be people out there that are going to play spoiler. If you wanted to wait for your local theater to open to see Mulan, well, maybe now you're not as encouraged to wait and you'd rather spend $30. Gonna be weird. It's not really going to be positive for movie theaters. I mean, yes, 2020 was already the demise for movie theaters, but I was hoping they'd bounce back with big releases like Mulan, Tenet, and it almost seems to me that now that studios are getting a little antsy and they want to get their projects out now and they don't want to wait, well, this is the result you're going to get, and that's premium video on demand here in the States, and, well, movie theater releases internationally and in theaters where they can safely open. So let me know what you guys think, because I am honestly just a little surprised that this is the move that Disney took, but hey, this is the nature of the game, right? This is business. So go ahead, guys, and get loud in the comments below, and let me know what you think of Disney Plus getting Mulan for $30. Wow. It's wild to say it out loud. Don't forget to like this video and go ahead and hit the big red button below and subscribe to the channel. Go ahead and tap on that bell as well just to stay up to date with any breaking news like this, my movie reviews, reactions, and us just talking all about movies and TV. Guys, thanks so much for tuning in. I'll be breaking down some more news as it comes through. Again, you guys are amazing. Thanks for sticking with me and watching, and I'll catch you at the next screening.